right, we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm Steven here, the host of today's talk show, Talk with Steven. For those of you who have been following Talk with Steven for a longest time, welcome back. For those of you who are just got into, just got to know about Talk with Steven, you just click the live from somewhere, or you could be Timothy's friend who just suddenly pop up to support Timothy, our guest speaker today. Welcome to Talk with Steven. Talk with Steven is a weekly talk show that is been organized by me, obviously, Steven Raj, where we will be interviewing ordinary people who have achieved extraordinary success in their life, and they have an incredible story to tell people. Because we always learn a lot of things from the book and watching the movies and everything, but we neglect to see the point where the people around us, just like your neighbor, your friend, they do have an incredible story, and we can learn one or two things from them, from their stories as well. So that is the purpose of Talk with Steven, where we will be invite a lot of successful people to come and share about their stories. So I have started this talk show in February, and along the way we have done so many sessions in many different topics. Whatever topic that you want, we could have already covered it. You can just go ahead and see in my profile. We have talked about parenting, we have talked about entrepreneurship, about how to give your best in employment, how to raise a kid correctly. We've talked about everything actually. So today we're going to talk about something very interesting here. It's about how I become my own superhero, and we have Timothy here to share with us about how did he actually, uh, you know, take care of all the problems that come in, turn it into an opportunity. So he's going to share with us about it. And before I, bring him to the stage, I would like to thank our co-organizers for today's talk show, ET Ideas, and also PMDK, Persatuan Minda Dynamic and Creative. PMDK is a social business incubator where we focus on developing entrepreneurs or people to focus on something that they want, follow their passion and do something about their life. We work with them, we guide them on how they can work towards whatever goal that they have. They could have goals something about developing their business while they were still in work, or they want to develop their business that they already have, or it could be people who wanted to do better at their parenting, people who want to do better at their working place, they want to get promotion. We work with this kind of people on how they can actually achieve this goal, while guiding them also about to learn more about themselves and handle themselves better. And then we have our another co-organizer, PMDK. PMDK is an NGO that run by me as well and my team, where we will be focusing on providing the right type of resources, guidance, and the support to the younger generation out there, so that they also can figure out their passion at a very young age and build a career in whatever field that they want. So PMDK is always there to help them as well. And so that is for our organizers today. So without any further ado, we can welcome our guest speaker today. Our guest speaker, I will say, is a man of many talent. He, when I first met him, I only know him as a principal of a superhero academy, where he runs his own academy, where he teach people not only in terms of the normal school subjects, but he also teach them about like finances, teach them about choir, singing, a lot of other skills that he have as well. And then slowly, when I got to know a bit more about him, then I realized that he's a very good singer. He sings, he produces songs, and then he writes songs and everything. And he actually released his first album. I don't know when, but he released the first album, and he sold about 3,000 copies, guys. He sold about 3,000 copies of his album. And then later on, only I realized he's also an actor who ventured into dramas and acting and everything. So he's incorporating all the skills that he has accumulated over the years to teach the youngsters, to teach the students that's coming to his center, so that they also can produce a very good results and be like him and everything. So when I hear his story, he have an incredible story of how he actually turned every single problem that he faced into an opportunity. So it is my honor to have one of my good friend here, Timothy. So without any further ado, let's welcome Timothy to the stage. Hello.
Hello. Hi,
Hello,
Steven.
Timothy. Hi, how are
I'm
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for calling me here today. I hope my story can inspire others lah to do it.
Definitely, definitely. It will inspire people. It's inspired me. That's why you are a guest speaker here today. I wouldn't
That's
call
good.
people who don't have any stories to share with us. So you definitely
Thank
have
you.
an incredible story to share with us today. There are already people saying hi. So just want to show we have Cho Wadley saying superhero
Uh,
Timothy from Canada.
hello,
Thank you
hello
very
everyone.
much. Yeah. We have a lot of people saying hello. Hello. So thank you for joining with us today, guys. So we hope you have fun today. So without any further ado, let's jump into the first question that I have for Timothy.
What is it, Stephen?
So you are a man of talent. Okay, I told you, you sing, you act in drama, you teach people, you sing choir. So you're doing so many things, and all these things are always in the creative side. So were you
Mm.
always the creative type of person when you were growing up?
Yeah, well, growing up, for the longest, my oldest memory that I have, I used to create stuff to do simple tasks lah at home, okay? Even to like take something like behind the bed, fell down behind the bed, I will invent stuff. No, so creative side was I did actually want to become an inventor before. Okay,
Hmm.
and I also actually started singing from a young age. Yeah, my aunt who used to babysit me. Okay, she used to karaoke every day. Okay, but so I picked up my love for singing there. Yeah, I will karaoke with her lah every day after school.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
So you don't know when you will from where and when you will pick up his passion. So now
Mm,
you pick it up from your aunt, which is very nice. So since you already started the singing part and everything, let's talk about it a bit
mm,
more. So Timothy, you have actually sang and you read the song, written the song, then you sang and then you produced the song and then you sold it for over 3,000 copies. We have Timothy's
mm.
singing photos here. That is the album that he have released and everything. So you sold over to 3,000 copies, right? So can
Yeah.
tell a little bit about us, like how did you actually venture into like doing it by yourself? Because
Okay.
again, doing music, it's a very big thing. You need to sing song, you need to write song, you need to sing, and then you need to produce, you need to sell the song.
Mm.
So many things. So how did you actually decided to go ahead in this field?
Okay. My story is a bit unconventional, I would say. So I actually, growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Okay, I always had a passion for music lah. I loved to
Mm.
sing, and I wanted to share that. I wanted to share my songs, my voice with the world lah. Because every time I sing, I grew up singing in church, and every time I
Mm.
sing, people say, "Oh, you have a lovely voice," blah blah blah, and then so I wanted to share with more people, and at the same time, I knew people who were in the industry, in the music industry professionally, who also discouraged me a lot. They
Okay.
say, oh, if you want to come up in Malaysia in the music industry, you got to be a certain race, no,
Okay.
or you got to do things that go against your moral values if you want to come up in the industry.
Mm.
So that discouraged me, and for a time, I actually forgot. I actually gave up the idea lah. Okay.
Because of these negative comments from the people
Yeah.
around you, the people who are actually successful people in the industry telling you this.
Mm. Yeah, and they
Okay.
said because the industry is so small, it's already very competitive. So people in the industry don't really want to help you. Yeah. Because they want to help themselves, no?
Okay.
And so okay, I forgot about it. So I was floating around lah for in my younger years. I'm still young, I think.
How old were you when these things were happening?
When all these things were happening, I was maybe in my early 20s. My early 20s. Yeah.
Oh,
Then yeah, so I was floating around, didn't know what I wanted to do. Then I even ventured into discovering whether I wanted to become a priest, a Catholic priest. Yeah, because
okay.
I loved working with young children, with youth
Mhm.
lah, with youth. And so I went in and discovered, oh, it wasn't for me. Okay, and when I was in there, I felt like, okay, no, I really want to cut my album lah. That's something that is one
Mm.
of my life goals that I need to do it. So when I left, I immediately worked full time. Okay, I managed to get investors. I even paid myself a salary to work on this album, and in 3 months, I produced, recorded, and started selling my CDs.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
How like this time when you started this, when you decided that you know what, this is my lifelong goal. I'm going to work on this music album and everything.
Mm.
did you go and ask opinion from anybody else or tell any of your friends or anybody something like that, or you just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it?
Only my very close friend and family. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Because now you have learned the lesson, right? In a
All right.
very
Now I
hard
learned the lesson that I don't want to be discouraged, lah. Yeah.
yeah, this is something that very important that I would like to tell our audience. This is something that I learned from my mentors as well. When you have a goal, keep it in dark, because
Mm,
obviously when you go and when we get excited over a goal that we have, let's say you're going to buy a house, buy a car, or we want to move towards this passion of yours, we will be really really happy because you get excited already. We get excited, we cannot control our mouth. We go and tell to other people. And again, being a human being, when you go and tell about something that we wanted to tell to other people, let's say you tell 10 people, maybe 6 of them will genuinely congratulate you, they will support you to the passion that you want, just like Timothy. Definitely there are people that encourage you, right?
yeah.
So but then there will be 4 people who will talk bad about you, tell you cannot do this, it's very difficult and everything. So as a human being, we will just forget about all the 6 people who tell we can do this, but we will only dwell upon the 4 people who say the negative comments. So
Mm,
keep your goal in dark and work on it. When you are absolutely sure this is going to work, absolutely sure it's already done, then you go and tell people. People will be very happy for you. So
yeah.
very important lesson, Timothy. Thank you for sharing that. How did you manage to bring in the producers, brother, investors?
Um. Well, they are people who are close to me, so they
Hmm.
know and they believe in my voice lah, in my singing, in my ability.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So when,
Yeah.
when we know that, when we know everything is going haywire, there will be people who will be there genuinely for you to do the
Mm.
job.
And
So
yeah, and because they believe in me lah. Yeah.
nice. We have someone saying that I think you sang in their wedding.
This is
So the
Andrew.
guest, yeah, the
Yes.
guest stayed up until late night and went on stage with Timothy and the band. Wow.
Yes, I really enjoyed your wedding, Andrew and Catherine.
Do you still have the band, Timothy?
My band, I have a regular guitarist,
Mm-hmm.
um, but other musicians are kind of ad hoc lah, sessionist
Mm-hmm.
lah, we call them.
Okay, okay. They will come whenever there is this one and all lah. So,
Mm.
how did you manage to sold over 3,000 copies? You know what? For many people, even now, producing their own song itself is a very big challenge for them. They
Mm.
will need to work their lot of things off to to actually produce a song and everything. But you also,
Mm.
even though you produce a song by yourself, you also managed to sell like 3,000 copies. How did you manage
Yeah,
to do it? Oh,
hard work.
how can share with us a
Yeah.
little bit of secret so the people should know about that.
Yeah, well, because I did Christmas songs, my
Mm-hmm.
album was Christmas songs, so I went every weekend. I went to a different church to sell my CDs, and
Mm.
I'll play the music lah, the demo while I'm selling. I'm playing the music so people can actually hear, and
Mm.
yeah, so
So you literally have to go to a lot of places to actually sell these. And
yeah, it was
how
very tiring.
how did you find the I just want to know because I'm in the marketing and sales industry. I know how
Mm,
difficult it is to sell something to people, but I'm naturally a person like that who outgoing, talk to people and this kind of things. You are a person who always in the creative side. So people
mhm.
who are in the creative side, they don't want to go and talk to people, sell stuff and
Yes.
everything. What are the challenges that you face during that point of time?
Oh my gosh, Steven, that is spot on lah. I really don't like talking to people. I would say I'm an introvert. Okay. Uh, there are many times I had to force myself to go and talk to people. Yeah, I guess just forcing myself lah. There's no choice. I want to sell my things, ma. Yeah, yep.
Anybody help you?
Still feel that. Yeah, I still get it. Feel that way.
Anybody help you in the selling any stuff or something, or you just do it by yourself?
Um, close friends. Yeah, close friends lah. Help me to sell, but mostly it's me lah. I need to initiate. Yeah, I need to
Mm.
initiate.
Yeah, very nice, bro. Even though you're a person who hate to talk to people, but
Mm,
you actually managed to go out there and sell to 3,000 people, man. I'm really proud of
yeah.
you.
Thanks. Actually, I
You,
know one more reason why. Because I'm also into drama, so
okay, okay.
putting on another character helps. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that works as
uh,
well. You are in the creative field, so you just imagine that this is another drama of yours and you need to give your best.
yeah,
So
correct.
talking about that, Timothy is not only a amazing teacher or amazing singer. He also act, guys. Look at this. He's the main character. This is a short and sweet international competition in drama field that he participated as a main character. So he
Yeah,
also
can
do
say
have
I
a
was quite
YouTube channel.
angry.
You can follow him there. So you just
Uh,
named the character lah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. So, Timothy, so you have actually hit a very big song, like it's a very huge song. You did it, then you sold over 3,000 copies. Everything was going great and everything.
Mm.
After that, what happened? Did you continue with your music or how?
No, actually, after that, I kind of like achieved my lifelong goal at that time, and then yeah, I kind of relaxed and I started looking at what I want to do for in the long term, lah, in the long term.
Why did you didn't pursue music as a long term thing?
Because I didn't. I like I said just now, I'm an introvert actually, so I actually don't like going on stage.
Okay,
I'm fine. I'm fine making videos on YouTube because nobody is watching me at that time. Um, yeah, but for to do that as a job, I think I as a long term lah. I mean, I sing in a band for weddings
mm,
for this wedding, but if I had to do it as my sole job, I don't think I will enjoy it actually. Mm,
mm. Okay. Even though that is something that you really want to do, is your passion,
yeah,
but it's not something that you will do it every day of your life and something.
yeah.
So that's lead to the next part of your life, which is
Mm,
you venture into teaching.
mm.
So how does this started, bro?
Okay. Well, like I said, in my early days, I was floating around, didn't know what to do.
Mm,
Um, but my dad encouraged me to actually take up this diploma in teaching English to speakers of other languages, TESOL lah, in short.
okay.
Okay, so he said, no, at least if I don't know what to do, that's something that I can fall back on.
Mm,
Yeah. So okay, I did that course and I float around everywhere, and then finally after I did my album, and then I said, okay, I needed to make some money.
mm,
Then I just started lah. I started private tutoring first. I started private tutoring, and then I realized that teaching had this sense of accomplishment
mm.
when I see the students improve, and when the parents also tell me, "Hey, thank you so much, my kid improved in like just 3 months," something like that. No,
Nice.
yeah. So that is what motivated me or built my interest in teaching.
Okay. So when people say you did a good job, that's literally makes you happy and everything, right? After
Mm.
that, what happened? What did you did like after that? You continued teaching it, but everything, but you also pursued degree after that and all, right?
Yeah. So I was private tutoring at the time. Then I was quite free in the morning, and
Mhm.
so I went to take a degree in education lah this time. My purpose for this was because I wanted to know more in depth about education, how to help my students.
Okay.
Mm, yeah, and I also wanted to start my own school. Okay, at that time I wanted to start a home school. And one of the requirements to start an education center was having a degree in education lah.
Mm, mm.
Mm.
Okay. The one thing that you really said, which is very subtle, but also thinks that is a very important lesson, is
Mhm.
you took the degree later on, like when you're
Mm.
almost like late 20s, this kind of
Yeah.
things. Before that, you actually was figuring out what you actually want, like what is the real purpose, what you want to do,
Yes.
and everything. So the moment you really know that you're into teaching and you really want to do something about it, you went and took a degree because now you have purpose to do a degree.
Correct. Actually, yeah, I was one of the oldest, or maybe the oldest student, the
Mm,
oldest student in the uni. Okay, everybody was like after Form 5, and I'm like
mm.
there, 27, start taking my degree in education, and um, but I don't regret taking my degree at that age
Why?
because the
Mm,
difference that I could see was that I was more serious lah with my studies. One,
Mm.
okay, because the other kids there, the other kids there were just after Form 5 and then enjoying lah, finally going to
Mm.
college or whatever, and enjoying life. But I already did that early on, and then now I'm taking my degree because I wanted to learn, and because I was already teaching at the time, so whatever theories I learned from my degree, I could apply them to my real life situation, which made things easy for me. I didn't have to actually study much because everything was so relatable. And
Mm.
one more thing I wanted to say was that the um, learning at the older age, yeah, is, I would say, for me lah, at least, was better uh, because I already knew what I wanted to do.
It's like you are learning and then you applying it at the same time. That makes a huge difference. Than you learn, then after so many years you try to apply it, then you forget everything by then. This kind
Yeah,
of
and
thing.
then you realize, like a lot of students, then they realize, oh, I don't like this industry, you
Yep.
know, and
Yep.
then they do
That
something
is
else.
what personally happened to me. So if there is any youngsters or any parent who have teenagers watching the show right now, this is your call. It's not a race to do a degree to finish it as fast as possible. It's like if you do a degree in the field that you really, really want to do, then you will naturally give your best and then you will score a very better result and everything. But if you
Yeah,
just
and
do it because, yeah,
it adds so much more value lah
yeah,
to you.
it adds so much of value. If you there are many youngsters actually they don't know what they want to do, but then they end up taking a course that is offered by universities or the parents told and everything. Then only they were like, yeah, I don't like this course, but then they need to finish it. This kind of problems will happen. So in
Mm,
ETI ideas we actually provide a gap year program for students to actually learn about what are the other skills that they need, the requirements, the all the skills that necessary for a student to 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 go out to the real world out there to learn and everything. So we will
mm,
actually engage them in different engagements, engage different projects, mingle like they met them mingle with the other entrepreneurs to figure out what's their real purpose, real passion. Like I'm the real life living example of that. I studied accounting, but now I'm doing marketing and sales because I fell in love with the industry.
mm.
So if you guys have any question about it, you can ask me about that later. So continuing back to Timothy's story, bro. So you actually go and do the degree, and then you were like working somewhere, correct? Right? You were working somewhere, right? So
During my degree, yeah, I was teaching and working at the same. I was teaching and studying at the same time. And actually, that's one thing I'm very proud of, that I didn't take, or I didn't ask my parents for a single cent lah with my degree. Yeah,
you
I
made your own
funded
money
my
then.
degree. Mm.
Because you sold 3,000 copies, what, bro? So come on. So yeah. So how did you start your own business, like your superhero academy? How did you study?
Um, the journey towards starting Superhero Academy, actually, I was given the opportunity, not really given, I took the opportunity. Okay. One was, I was teaching at a school at that time. Okay. And it was a homeschool which wanted to they wanted to get their license to become an international school.
Hmm.
And the requirements to be an international school is that the principal must have a degree in education. And I was, I had it lah. I had the
Hmm.
degree in education. So they actually wanted to use my name, to as just my name as the principal, okay, for them to get the license. And I didn't agree to that lah. I studied so hard, and so we had a fallout. And I decided, fine, if you don't want to make me principal, I'll make myself a principal. And so I found investors, to help me start up Superhero Academy. And yeah, so I just planned everything in, again, 3-4 months, and started it lah.
Nice, nice. It's like at that point of time, somebody actually told you that you can be your like when they ask you, you know that you can actually become a principal. So
Yeah.
then they'll be like, if you're not making me, I will create the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So
this is
I
something
guess that's where
I
the
think it's
title.
worth it.
Yeah, that's why the title lah. Becoming my own superhero.
Yeah.
I
You
saved
get your
myself.
own opportunity, which is
Yeah.
very nice. I really like it. So, how when did you start this business, Superhero Academy?
We started, okay, the company started in end of 2019, and we opened Superhero Academy to students in January 2020,
Mm.
just 3 months before MCO 1.0.
The
Yeah,
introduce of coronavirus and the pandemic and the word
correct.
quarantine in our life.
Yep. So we started off with 12 students in March 2020. We had about 12 students.
Mm-hmm.
In Towards the end of the month, MCO started, we only had 3 students who wanted to
You.
do it online. Yeah, the rest were not interested to do online. No, because I guess a lot of people thought, okay, this is not a pandemic yet lah. They thought it
Mm.
will just in for a while. Yeah, so it was scary to go online. Actually, the first 2 weeks of MCO, I didn't go online. I told parents, oh, we will wait first lah and see how we
Mm.
will continue after the 2 weeks.
Everybody
MCO
thought
was
it's
only
just
for
too
first
late.
2 weeks. Yeah. Then after that, the announcement came, oh, extend another 2 weeks. And then my friend who is a doctor also said, oh, this one is going to be on for a long time lah. So I said,
Mm.
okay, have to face my fears lah. Never go online before. What. So we just started it lah. Started teaching online. Made some adjustments along the way, and yeah, I guess we found something that works for young kids, especially.
Mm.
Yeah, because we figured that young kids, they cannot pay attention online for long. So we came up with the concept of doing 30-minute sessions twice a week. And so far, parents are happy with that. They see improvement in their kids' studies, and we limit the online sessions to only 4 students maximum online. Hmm.
So you can actually manage the students and all that.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, how did you actually develop this business during this pandemic time, bro?
Um, well, I guess I would say that the most helpful thing at the crucial time, was actually seeing your post on Facebook, Steven. I remember seeing you were saying, oh, anybody needs help to learn marketing, whatever. No, and you were
Mm.
giving it
Mm.
for really cheap at the time to help people also, right?
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, I gotta take this opportunity. I don't know how to do marketing at the time.
Mm.
So yeah, I signed up with your what was your course? Marketing and sales, or sales and
Marketing
marketing.
and sales course. Yep.
Yeah. So I signed up for that course. And immediately, actually, even before I signed up, you told me, oh, why don't you just post some parents'
Mm.
testimonials on the Kota Communing group? So
Mm.
I did that, and immediately that week itself, I signed up a few more students already.
Nice. Mm.
So yeah, then I signed up with your course lah. And another thing was also going through the year, I guess. In the middle of the year, no, or after that first few months lah, after the first MCO, then we went back. Things started opening again.
Mm. Mm.
Then students dropped. Online students dropped lah. Online students
Okay.
dropped. And then suddenly 1 month later, MCO again.
Yeah.
It's back to square one. So again, I was so frantic trying to find for students. And then you told me about another program, the Be at Your Best
Yes.
program.
Yes.
Yeah. And so how that program actually helped me was to help me to focus on my goals. Mm. I guess no, it's something that we all know, to have goals. But
Yeah.
how do we actually achieve or
Do
keep
it.
to that goals? Yeah, and then another big thing is to let go of things that I cannot control lah. Yeah,
Mm.
let go of things I cannot control, and um, with that, I realized things actually fell into place at the right time. I meet the right people at the right time, and things just work out.
So
Yeah,
from 3 students, now you have about 50 plus students
yeah.
in your hand, and you are teaching. You are still expanding, which is something really cool and really good, bro. So
Mm,
congratulations for that. For those of you
thank
who
you.
are watching, the Be the Best program is something that we done in ETI Ideas. It's done by my mentor personally, Timothy's mentor as well, and it's a goal setting program. Like what Timothy told, everybody know about goal setting. We know this since UPSR. When you were studying in school, they say it's write 6, 7 A's in exam, stick it in your wall, read it every day. and everything. So we all know goal setting, but most of the time we cannot achieve the goal that we set, or we achieve it way longer. It took it longer time because sorry, because there are other things that will come and catch us during when we are working towards the goal. Just like what happened to Timothy, he is nicely moving towards the business goal and everything. Then the MCO pump, then you don't know what to do. Most of the time, the emotion is the one that comes and catch us. Like when the MCO comes, you get stressed. You don't know what to do. And you're like, oh, what to do now? Everything going haywire and everything. So that's when you cannot really be calm and do your business. So that's where the guidance of the other entrepreneurs who are successful entrepreneurs from ETIs actually comes in. And with your emotion comes down with the guidance from other entrepreneurs, you will grow. So that's what we do in ETIs. If you're interested, you can contact me anytime you want. I'll be happy to share. So Timothy, we are almost at the, oh my god, we're 1:30 already.
Hmm.
Okay, so we are at the end of the show. Anything else you want to say to our audience today, Timothy?
Um, okay. I want to say that I'm just sharing my journey. Okay, I know so many have done better. Okay, to inspire those. So many have done better lah. And for me, is my goal is just to inspire those who, like I was, not afraid to take the first step. After the first step, everything else. I mean, after the first step, then I realized that um, I can do this. No, so if I can, I'm sure so can you.
Nice, nice, very nice message, Timothy. Timothy is actually organizing a choir session where he and the
Hmm,
like-minded people like him who love singing coming together to have fun and also share their singing, and they will look at his performance. It's also like a fundraising session for charity.
hmm.
You want to share about that, Timothy?
Yeah. So we actually started a community choir
Hmm?
in May this year. It was supposed to be a project for my second Christmas album, but the album is postponed because of the pandemic. But
Hmm.
now we are performing. The choir is performing on the 11th and 12th of December at Quayside Mall in Rimbayu, Kota Kemuning side. Okay, we are performing to raise funds for charity lah. And on the 18th of December, we are having a private performance with sold tickets. And we are also selling advertisement space. So if anyone wants to advertise your company, your business to support this charity, you can contact me as well.
Nice, nice. If you want to know more about the things that Timothy does, follow his Facebook account, and also please do follow Superhero Academy in Facebook so that you will get the updates. So you can go and visit whenever he's doing some stuff, help some charity, enjoy the beautiful music and everything. If you're interested to know a little bit more about ET ideas, how these things can, how ET ideas can help you in your business or your goal, you can just contact me. It's my contact number. You can PM me in Facebook. I'll be very happy to help you out. Or if you have an incredible story and you would like to share it out to people out there, just PM me in my Facebook or contact me in my number. We will talk it out. Then we can see how we can do this session together. So I think that's all from me, Timothy. Thank you very much for being an awesome guest speaker today. I hope the audience have fun listening to your story from your learnings as well. Thank you so much, bro.
Okay, thank you. Andrew, I'll get back to you.
Oh, there is a
Okay.
question coming. How to
Uh,
join the Xmas Christmas charity choir?
okay. Okay. How to join the charity Christmas choir? Okay. To sing in the choir is close lah, because you started practices long time already. But you can. I will give you more information about the charity. We are still confirming the charity organization, so just follow me on Facebook for updates, and then
Nice, nice. We are people asking, share the dates of the upcoming performance. When is your upcoming performance, Timothy?
personal performance, no plans, but I'll be singing in the choir as well. So that one is on 11 and 12 of December and on the 18th of December.
Okay, guys. So book your date, 11 and 12 of December. Book your date. Go to this awesome mall. Follow Timothy on Facebook so that you also know how to, you'll get his updates and everything. So I think that's all. We almost out of time. So thank you, Timothy. Thank you for being awesome guest speaker today. Thank you, audience, and see you
Okay,
guys
thank you,
next week
Steven.
with another episode of Topics.